Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
We've got this hugely positive correlation going on. When rates go up, the stock market's gone up. And I think that we're still in that mode. It reflects an attitude of the stock market that looks at rising yields less as a threat to the stock market that inflation is rising, more as evidence that the economy is getting better and we're moving farther away from deflation.
And that is not true. No, not at all. Yields are getting better. Let me tell you about yields. Now, strong yields, meaning on your bond, you look at the bond market, there's yields, interest rates. And when yields are higher, most of the time it tells us the economy looking forward is getting better, it's getting stronger. But not all the time. Debt cancels them out. So even though you have a high yield, I'll give you an example. When you get a surging yield indicating good economy going forward, it also can mean a lot of pain. And that's what this yield means going forward, a lot of pain. In this particular case, the surging yields are negative. In other words, yields are surging not because yields are indicating future growth, a great economy looking forward, but debt under Trump will rise even faster than under Obama if he can't get his tax cuts through. He's wrong. Guy's a liar. He's wrong. Why doesn't he tell the truth? And this is the problem that we're going to see on Wednesday. Today, the market has been stalled. It's been down about 22 points all day long. The market just fell asleep. Why? Because Wednesday's going to be a big day. You got a lot of conflicts coming together. A rate hike. Are you kidding me? A rate hike going into a contraction? The economy was supposed to be at 3.4%. Instead, the fourth quarter of last year, that we just finished, the earnings, will come in at 1.8%, not 3.4%. The first quarter of this year is even going to be worse. So, yes, when you hear these jibber jabbers on CNBC and Fox and these business shows all geared up and telling you, yes, a yield means going forward a wonderful economy, just like productivity. Productivity increases means that it judges how high your wages are. Are your wages getting better? And our productivity stinks. So our productivity is so bad because our wages aren't increasing. So how can he say a yield is going up and it's a wonderful thing going forward when it's the debt that's overshadowing it? See, that's the problem. And what Trump is saying is this. He's saying, look, I can grow the economy. The last 8 years, the economy's been at about 1.8% economic growth. I can grow it to 2.4, 2.8% if you give me the tax cuts. Because if you give me the tax cuts, then the large corporations They're going to turn around and bring their money back from Europe. The large corporations are going to stop doing stock buybacks, plow their money back into their companies, which now productivity will increase with new machinery, new technology will produce more. That means wages go up. That means consumers spend more money. The economy grows to 2.4, 2.6%. But I need those tax cuts. I need those cuts back to 22%. Now, the 22% is a bunch of nonsense. They keep telling us that we have the highest tax rate in the world because if you look at Germany, it's 30%, Japan's 30%, Great Britain's 20%, and we're 39%, including if you back in taxes for corporations in the states in which they do business. None of that's true. Let's just take our 35% tax rate, just the federal tax rate. Are you kidding me? We talked about this before. There is exemptions called tax expenditures. It's a big loophole that Congress put in because they were paid off by very wealthy CEOs of these big Fortune 500 companies to put it in. Our effective tax rate is nowhere near 35%. It dropped to 25%. If we go to 22% using the same tax expenditure, we're going to have an effective tax rate of 12% against Germany's 30%, Japan's 30%, Great Britain's 20%. But here comes the problem. When are we going to get this thing done? That's the problem. We can talk about it all day, but when are we going to get it done? Now, since the 302-point rally that followed Trump's speech to the nation, yields, yes, are going higher from this past summer. In fact, if you go back to the summer, our yields were at 1.3% to now 2.6%. Anybody looking at us like this dope says, wow, look at this, economy's doing good. But you got to go take a look at the debt because he is not going to be able to get these tax cuts through in time. So the corporations will take their money instead of buying their own stock, shift that money to do capital investment so that we can rally the economy. You watch what happens. On Wednesday, first of all, the big problem is going to be the rate hike and going into a contraction, our economy's contraction. Secondly, there's going to be a big battle on the debt. Google has more debt in their checking account than we in the United States government have. Why? Because it was the Democrats who made sure they sabotaged the checking account. Once Hillary Clinton, they thought Hillary Clinton was winning. They did all kinds of accounting tricks, stole money from the treasuries and trusts and everything else and plugged it full $450 billion in cash so they could pay all their bills and not have any sweat after she finished using what credit she had on her debt ceiling. But then when Trump won, they went in and said, well, let's not use the credit on the debt ceiling right now. Let's go in and take and deplete the checking account. We'll pay every bill if we have to pay him twice so he has no cash left the day the debt ceiling has to be dealt with. And that's where we are. So there's hardly any cash. So there's going to be a problem here, a big problem. Also, don't forget that we have the earnings that we have, which this guy is not talking about. I talked about this last week. The earnings, the profits, do not support a stock price. That's right. IBM stock price is $176. Take Caterpillar. A stock price of Caterpillar is $92. Caterpillar hasn't had profits in 50 quarters. Caterpillar just got hit. They just came in and investigated their main office. The IRS went in or whoever went in. And the stock is still, the IRS is still at $92. This stock should be $22. But the earnings do not support at Caterpillar a stock price of $92. Probably supports about maybe $22. That is called a bubble. But see, nobody's going to tell you that. Thank God I use charts because Caterpillar is one of our stocks we have great profits in, but we're going to know when they get out. As soon as it turns red, the institutions will tell us they're pulling money out. We'll see it coming out, and we'll get out in time. So that's one big problem. Another big problem is, remember, they cut millions of jobs to keep their earnings going, their profits going. And the other problem is the rate hikes. How can we raise rates on Wednesday when our economy, when our GDP is shrinking from 3.4% down to 1.8%? Trade deficit is expanding by $49 billion, the worst on record. Healthcare debate is going to be brutal. Tax cut debate going to be brutal. So I don't see it. See, I don't see it. So, again, what we need is we got to make sure, and I'm going to talk about this too, is that Trump has got to start, he's got, this job number on Friday was very, 235,000 jobs. And remember and the unemployment rate was at 4.8%. Where was Trump? Why didn't he call it fake? I was a little upset. He's starting to contradict himself. I'll talk about that when we get back, and also some stocks. We'll be right back after this break, 15 past the hour, and we'll start making some money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, you get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The job numbers came out on Friday, and disappointed. I was very disappointed, not with the number. I was disappointed that he didn't keep the same narrative that got him elected. He should have came out and said this 235,000, it's a big fat bubble. It's a big fat ugly number. It's a phony number. That's right, phony number. Remember when he was running, when President Trump was running for office, he said these numbers, the unemployment rate 4.9%, and the numbers they give you are phony. But his whole administration embraced them. His whole administration was embracing, on TV embracing it. I was so upset. Just like they're embracing the stock market, something you don't do. During the campaign, he said it was a big, fat, ugly bubble. Now he's embracing it. He's taking credit for it. Just like the job numbers. He's embracing them instead of continuing to say, you see these job numbers that came out today, they're all a bunch of crap. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. Out of these 235,000 jobs, first of all, most of them aren't from the household survey. And most of these jobs, let me explain to you, are all phantom numbers. They're created by, he should explain the death birth rate system and said 40% of every monthly job number, the first Friday of the month, 40% are totally fake. They're not even real jobs. They're made up. I'm going to give you the real numbers. Here they are. And I'm going to give you the real unemployment rate right now. Here it is, 12%. And we're going to start working with the real unemployment rate. In fact, I'm not going to do food stamps anymore. We're going to put in soup kitchens again so that people can really see the economy. They only did food stamps so there wouldn't be any more soup kitchens and long lines. See, this is what I thought he was going to do. Now, I've told you, I'm a big supporter of Trump. I know him well. I'm a friend. He put me in his book. I sent a letter to him over the weekend, and his right-hand person got back to me and said he'll make sure that he gets the letter. And I put exactly what I'm saying right here. I said in a letter. Yeah, I said in a letter. So what are you doing this? Will you stop listening to Larry Kudlow? Stop listening to the people who are around you. It's unbelievable. I don't know who's got around other than Larry Kudlow, but that's a mistake. I saw in the newspaper today, it says Trump is doing what Obama didn't do, reach out and listen. Well, could that be a mistake? It sounds like it's a mistake. I don't know. If he's listening to Larry Kudlow, that's the last person he should listen to. He said that in the letter. Larry's a nice fellow, but he's a dope. They shut his show down on CNBC because everybody's losing money. See, he needs to be reminded why he was elected. But I'll talk about that later. Let's get to Stock Corner. Let's go make some money.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
My God, I want you to listen to this. I think I got the right one. I think this is the one here. Let me play a clip from Bulls and Bears.
I went over and looked at some of our dividend plays, and we've got Magellan, which I love, at 4.4. American Electric Power 3.6 would buy that one.
And then here's another one.
Spring break is upon us. If it's like it was when I was taking spring breaks, it means fast food restaurants are going to surge. McDonald's up 20%.
You know how many times I see up 20%? You know how many times I play these clips and everyone is almost 20%? I'd say out of 10, about 8 of them are 20%. I'm going to give them all my money. I'm going to sell my car, give them that money too. What the hell am I working for? These guys are so smart. Everything goes up 20%. These are the same guys, remember, never told you the stock market was going to crash. I'm telling you right now, correction has started. I know nobody's going to believe me, but the correction has started. We know that. Just go take a look at the small mid-cap stocks. You don't hear these guys talking about it. The small mid-cap stocks are correcting. The small mid-cap stocks are stocks that identify what's going on with our economy in the United States. These are small companies, small cap companies that do not export. All their business is here in the United States. And guess what? The stocks are getting crumbled. They're getting killed. That means they're in a contraction. Now, if I line that up with the yields, and I see how the yield, we went from we're up to 2.6 from 1.3, but then I go and I look at IWN. IWN tells me there's a disconnect. When you have IWM dropping and you got yields going up, it's telling you that forget the yield. The message it normally sends that the economy is doing well looking forward, it says cancel it out. The debt is taking away from that good news. And this debt is going to increase big time because Trump will never be able to get through these gigantic tax cuts. These gigantic tax cuts for corporations to grow the economy to absorb the debt he's going to have to put on to get his military built up, his infrastructure. And I'm going to tell you another thing. He's got to be careful with his health care. He better start taking charge here. I'll talk about this a little bit later on. But first, again, let me give you my number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I want to send a message to everybody. Not everybody should be buying 401ks. Not everybody should be buying individual stocks. And when people got away from individual stocks, buying individual stocks is not for everybody. You got to have time. This is why they gave you the 401k, because they know you haven't got time. But the 401k is a joke. Do you know the cost, the ratio cost of a 401k compared to an exchange-traded fund is 20 times more than exchange-traded fund? The most important thing when you're investing is expense. They tell you, don't worry about the expense. Always look at the returns. No, you look at the expense. It's like any business. It's all the expense. It's all margin. And with the 401ks, the expense ratios are 20 times more than your S&P or any exchange-traded fund. Think of it this way. Instead of paying $10 a share, you're going to be paying $20 for the same share. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. That's why you've got to start thinking about exchange-traded funds. I'm going to talk about that when I come back and how to put them on my chart, and I'm going to do it with you. I'll explain that when we get back. It is now 28 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, when I listen to these people in my industry on these business formats, or the newspaper, the press, or print, all these entrepreneurs, most of them are parasites. They are. Most of them are parasites. I'm ashamed to say that. But I'll tell you one thing, and I want to take a moment to say this. The greatest secret, the greatest gift that very few people have heard about that was given to this country was an entrepreneur more inspiring than the Koch brothers, more inspiring than Michael Bloomberg, more inspiring than Larry Ellison. I can say this because I was named Entrepreneur of the United States. So I know the title, know what it means. And his name is Walter Scheer. He's a 91-year-old man, I should say young, because he is still chairman, an active chairman of one of the largest independent oil companies in the country. This guy fought a threatening disease and illness, TB. This man gave the Navy the ballistic missile program. Admiral Rickover, General Douglas MacArthur worked with him, and he came up with the Navy's ballistic missile program. He's also introduced the first fax machine. He's the father of the fax machine. Without him, we wouldn't have that. And the stories that he tells are incredible. He talks about a story where he couldn't serve his country because at the time he had TB during World War II. But he talks about serving his country in another way. He paid respects to a soldier who died at Normandy Beach. He went over to Normandy Beach. He looked up who in his neighborhood, his same age when he was sick, had TB. He wanted to know who did he take the place of? Or who took his place, I should say. Then he found the name, and he went over to Normandy Beach, and he paid respects. And this is while he was in a wheelchair. Can you imagine going from the United States to Normandy Beach? You're in your 80s, you're in a wheelchair, but he wanted to pay respect. This is the kind of man he is. He's an entrepreneur. He's a philanthropist, an incredible businessman. And he's got a story that is more exciting, more inspiring than and I read the Koch brothers books. I read Michael Bloomberg's book. I read even Larry Ellison's book. They can't compare it to him. They can't. And I know him. He wrote a book called Walter Way. His name is Walter Scheer. What a great man, great stories. I mean, his life is incredible. And everybody should know about him. So I want you to come to my site. Go to my site, philsgang.com. And either click on the Walter Scheer banner or click on the shopping cart. You're going to learn about the greatest secret, the greatest gift that was given this country, and he doesn't get enough credit. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows this man. And when you read the book, you're going to say, my God, he's better than Warren Buffett. That's right. He is. So just go to philsgang.com and either click on the Walter Scheer banner or click on the shopping cart. That takes you right to Phil's Gang Budsy store. And now, it's available. It's digital and audio format. Digital and audio format. Now, Friday, what we're going to do on Friday, I'm going to read some excerpts from it. And it's exciting. His book is really exciting. And on Friday, every Friday, we're going to just play a couple excerpts so you get to know him. So please, and every book that is sold is going to go to his foundation, to the Vera and Walter Scheer Family Foundation and the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So check it out. Go to my store, Phil's Gang, or Budsy store, Phil's Gang, Budsy store. And please sign up. Go to philsgang.com. And again, either click on the Walter Scheer banner or click on the shopping cart. It takes you right to Phil's Gang store. Okay? And you're going to really enjoy this. All right? So it's Walter Scheer. He wrote this book, and a fascinating man. Okay? So please check it out. You'll love it. All right. So we're talking about Trump and the mistake he's making. And he has to, he's got to stop. He's got to take control. He's got to take control. Now, what's going to happen? We're finding already there's a crack in this bubble that we've had. We are going to get a correction. That's why I offered last week, and I'm going to continue with it for a few more days, where you can join my gang and get my chart, and I'm going to, with you, you can follow me, especially on the spiders, SPY. Now, why the spiders? Most people should never be involved with an individual stock because you don't have the time, you don't have the knowledge. But you don't say, I give up on a stock market. No, and the 401k is not the answer because the expense ratio of a 401k is 20 times that of an ETF. The annual cost of a $10,000 investment in 401k is $20 compared to Aspire's, which is about $10. For each 1% fee you're charged, you lose 30% of your money in a 401k. I mean, just a 0.75% makes a difference. Example, invest $5,000 annually for 30 years, average return 6% with a 1% management fee. You pay $71,000 in fees. Now, just let's drop that by just 0.75%. Your cost drops from $75,000 down to $19,000, and that's what you get with the spiders. And the spiders, you got the 500 best companies in the country, best companies in the world. It's a basket. So what I want you to do is join my gang. I'm going to have you follow me with the spiders. This is a great opportunity for people who have no time. They have no interest in the stock market. They have no inclination to even look at stocks because they're disgusted. But they realize they're not going to retire with Social Security, and they realize they're not going to retire with 401k, so they got to do something. And this is your something. So I'm going to give you the chart free, and every day you're going to follow me. And then every day we also have what we call we also have working investors. And that program, the working investor, especially for you, for the person who just doesn't have time, who doesn't want to learn, who just says, I want to make money. And what you follow is not only what we do every day over there, is not only give you the ETF UNG, which you're going to follow with me every day. That's gas. It's a gas trust. And every day you're going to follow me with that. And then also we have other exchange-traded funds that you can follow us on. But I'm going to focus on three. And you can stay right with me on all three. I'll hold your hand all the way through. Nobody else will do this for $39.95. Are you kidding? Nobody dare to do that. So again, with exchange-traded funds, that's the best way for you to go, especially the spiders. The costs are almost nothing. And then once you learn how to do the spiders, then you can do another exchange-traded fund. If you want to do a basket of banks, we'll do the basket of banks together. I'll do a basket of energy stocks together with you. I will do it. I'll do the investing. I'll do the trading. You just mirror what I do. You just follow me. And all you have to do is go to your mobile device or go online at night. Just spend 30 seconds. See, okay, did he add to the stock today? Did he add to UNG or didn't he? Did he add to the energy stock exchange-traded fund or didn't he? I'm just going to do what Phil does. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. And once again, the spiders is where you should be if you have no time. No time, okay? Or go to my site, philsgang.com, and sign up. Get your free chart. And join the gang, $39.95. All right. So right now, UNG is a trust or is an exchange-traded fund, and we're almost ready to buy it. We're almost ready to buy it. So please join now so you don't miss. Okay, the UNG, which is gas, natural gas. Okay, all right. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang. Get your free chart. 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He's used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Welcome back to Phil's Gang Radio Show. Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market. Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The exchange-traded fund, UNG, natural gas, is doing very well. We're almost ready to buy that exchange-traded fund. And we're almost ready to short the spiders, the 500 group of 500 best grouping stocks in the world. It's just a basket of the best 500 stocks. So I'm going to take those two exchange-traded funds, UNG, natural gas, SPY, the spiders, the basket of 500 best stocks, and I'm going to invest in those myself. And you follow me every day. At the end of each radio broadcast of today, I will go over the chart with you, and I'll explain what I am doing, and then you can just mirror what I do. Also, anytime during the day, and especially right after 1 o'clock, we have a special working group that, again, you can go to, that working investors, which all we do is invest in exchange-traded funds, into energy exchange-traded funds, retail. These all have baskets of retail, energy, materials, banks. They're baskets. This is what you should be doing for people who don't have time to do individual stocks. A lot of people think they do, but they don't. And they get started and they stop. This is for people who say, it's just too much for me. I can't do individual stocks. So this way, you're in the market, your risk is spread, and you have a basket of the best stocks, and your fees, okay, are so low. That's the key, is the fees, because the fees are the killer. And the expense ratio of a 401k, imagine your expenses are 20 times more than an ETF. That's just absolutely nuts. The expense ratio of a 401k mutual fund, they won't tell you. Not only is 20 times that of Spiders, but there's other transaction costs. You have another 1.4%. If you take the mutual fund, the cost, again, is 0.90, but then you got to add on 1.44. They don't tell you about that transaction cost. What they call cash drag, 0.83. Tax cost, 1.00. Your total cost in a 401k mutual fund is 4.7% compared to a Spider ETF, which is 1/1800 of 1%. That's right. So join me, get your free chart, follow me every day on the Spiders, and I will do all the work for you on Spiders and natural gas. So again, 877-600-GANG, and then I'll keep doing it. I will probably shut it off this next couple of days, but we'll see. So join now. Someone's on the phone waiting for you. Okay. All right. I'm running out of time here. Don't forget to go to my site, philsgang.com, and where you can get Walter's Way, the Budsy store. And on Friday, you're going to learn about the greatest secret, the greatest gift ever given this country, a wonderful entrepreneur who is way above even Larry Ellison. And I'm telling you, you'll see, it's unbelievable. The things that he did, the father of the fax machine, unbelievable, and all the other things, the companies he ran, just incredible story. And remember, it is digital and auto format, so that's terrific too. All right, I want to finish up. I only got a few minutes left. Look, Trump has to start taking control if he's going to get this health care bill. This health care bill is ridiculous, okay? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Think about what he's going to do. The new health care bill, the guys you're putting together for him are dopes. Not only does it make the rich richer, but the hardworking middle class poor. As the new health care bill, as it is now it's going to take form, I understand that. It's in a markup right now. It's going to take all kinds of forms. But if it goes through right now, the middle class family earning between $10,000 and $75,000 a year are going to get a real tax hike. Believe that? But let's go to the rich, what they're going to get out of it if it goes through the way it is. That's why he's got to take control. The 400 richest people in the country, if it goes through the way it's marked up now, the 400 richest who are considered the 1/10 of 1%, not the 1%, the 1/10 of 1%. We're talking Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Buffett, Zuckerberg, Ellison, Bloomberg, Koch brothers, Koch brothers. They're going to receive $7 million each in tax cuts, another $197,000 for a total of $300 million. Can you believe this? And the 1 percentile, they're going to get a $33,000 tax cut. And the middle class between, let's just use someone who makes between, let's say, $35,000 and $75,000, you're going to get a tax hit. This is out of control. This is out of control. The other thing he needs to do is needs to repeal the overtime. Remember what Perez did as labor secretary, the worst labor secretary in history, a socialist Democrat. What he did to try to win votes for Hillary, he expanded overtime of salary employees from where they were earning. Where if you got overtime, it would be up to $26,000. That's it. Nobody else. Now they expanded from $26,000 to $48,000. That extended overtime played great for the liberal media. It was great for the election, but it was the death for our economy, because our economy, remember the last quarter, the growth went from 3.4% down to 1.8% because by extending the overtime up to 48,000 from 26,000, you got to be out of your mind. You got to be out of your mind. Remember, it used to be only those who made 26,000 salary would get the overtime. Once he moved it to 47,000, or let's round off 50,000, are you kidding? We're already experiencing the slowest recovery ever. Slowest recovery. Our wages for 8 years have been stagnant. Our growth, 1.9%. At a time when we had a wave of layoffs because store closing, American Eagle, Chico's, Children's Place, Finish Line, Macy's, stores closing, people getting laid off. And then he decides to help her with votes. This idiot Perez, who is now the head of the DNC, says, oh, we'll raise those who are qualified for overtime. We'll take the 26,000 cap. We'll move it up to 47,000. As a result, this mandate is going to kill both small and large businesses. So they're going to start laying people off. Trump has to peel that back. Now, the market. We've just started a correction. That 302-point rally following Trump's speech, okay, is just starting to fall apart. Now, the yield have gone from 1.3% to 2.6% in the 10-year Treasury. Normally, that means a strong economy going forward. However, what we're seeing is the dollar is going down instead of up with the yield. We're seeing gold go, and also we're seeing gold go down. Usually when you see a good economy, the yield goes up and the dollar goes up together and gold goes down. What we're seeing now is the yield going up and the dollar going down, and IWM, the small mid-cap stocks, collapsing, which means it cancels out that yield. So anytime you hear on CNBC or Fox that the yield is up, and that's a good thing, you just heard it in the beginning of the show from Jim Paulson talking about, look at the yield is up, that means a good economy. No, because remember, even though you have surging yields, and surging yields indicate normally a good economy going forward, it also can mean pain, because it also a surging yield can get wiped out because of it indicates that we've got debt. And right now what the yield is going up is indicating not great economic growth. It's indicating we're going to have greater debt under Trump than we are under Obama, because Trump will never get this tax law, the tax cuts passed in time to grow the economy from 1.9% to 2.6 or 2.4%. Never happened. Now he's going to have to borrow, maybe go to QE. But in any case, for my gang members, it doesn't matter to us, because whether we're in UNG, natural gas, or our SPY, the 500 stocks, or another exchange-traded fund, you're going to follow me every day. You're going to follow me every day on my chart. I'm going to do the investing. I'll put the money in, and you see, and you just follow me every day and do exactly what I do. So if I'm wrong, then the market and the market, the S&P keeps going up, we'll be long. If all of a sudden we see it, all the institutions pull out, we start seeing it, all the candlesticks turning red, that's telling us to turn our position to where we make money shorting. And I show you that. I do it. I actually am doing it for you. You can pick it up on your mobile device or go to my site where it's archived. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. You can join. And also remember, when you go to my site, philsgang.com, go to the book, and go to Budsy's stores and take a look at the digital and audio format on Walter's Way, an incredible book about an incredible man. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Let me